Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Starting off our day with New York Times Daily Puzzles and Games. Really appreciative that you've decided to join. And yeah, let's get right into our Wordle for the day. So yesterday, stale was really solid word for us. Played it off stream, but figure we'll try out trace for this go round. See if I could try and get an N in there, that'd be fantastic. Would love to get O and I as well. Don't really want to start off with a double letter quite this early. But including an S would be great. Maybe like scowl? Although CW, not a great combination. Ideally the third letter I'm using is either a vowel or something that can pair with C. Let's go with scout. Oh my gosh, nice. I'm so glad I didn't rethink that. Hell yeah. I mean, one is the holy grail obviously, but getting it in two, that's about as good as you could realistically hope. Obviously plenty of luck goes into getting the Wordle in two. I think you can pretty fairly consistently get it in three if you know, play with some consistency and be a little bit strategic about it. But yeah, Wordle in two. It's a great start to the day. Drive, grit, nerve, heart, like kind of willpower. Excuse me. Any others that fit into that category? I don't believe so. Ah, damn. Pluck would be the only other one, like a plucky. But that kind of calls into question some of our other ones. Alright, let's try and look for maybe an even easier one. Grass, clay, I'm thinking like tennis court surfaces. I don't know if any of these others match them though. Shuffle this up a little bit. Anything that goes with avenue. I mean, if we're looking at like biological systems and components, artery, tissue, nerve, heart, maybe? Let's go. Let me double check. Instead of heart, it's pluck. Clay, I think of like clay pigeons that they use for skeet shooting. Tissue paper, wax paper, graph paper. What's another paper? Instruction paper? Yeah. I don't think any others are types of paper. Drag, so main drag, main artery, main, and it could be nerve, could be avenue. Main drive, no. I do like that kind of line of thinking though. Main drag, main artery. It would just be like main drive, main avenue. Okay, with drive being taken by that, I think we can fairly certainly say grit, heart, nerve, and pluck should all be. Kitty cats, got your dinner coming. Intrepidity? Intrepidness, I guess. This may still be tennis related, but never heard it called carpet. Interesting. Okay. Try and finish up the mini as quickly as possible. Roughly trying to get it in about under a minute or so. See what we can do. Fix place, die. Lesson from Aesop's stories. Smell? Or stink? Pound. It's cleaning item in a bucket. Mop. So this is going to be odors. God damn it. This becomes mop. LSD. Yarns. Trout. Just in the nick of time. Moral. I was struggling with this one. Immediately, 5-letter word. When I think of Aesop, I just think of fable, so I got a little hung up on that one, but really glad we stuck with it. Got some of our other clues out of the way, puzzled out odors. I knew it was going to be a plural, so smell or stink didn't really... Stink, I guess, maybe makes a little bit more sense, but glad we figured that one out. Moving on to Tuesday's crossword. Resting on a top. A bed, maybe. Asked, frequently asked questions. Hint of color could be like a tinge. Sine, cosine. Hamburger topping, onion. So freaking good. Oh, definitely. If it's like you get 5 food items or 10 food items, I think onions might honestly be up there for me. Peck. It wasn't me for one. It's like denial or denies. Try denial. Cal Drogo. I saw 4 letters and an A, and I instantly went to, I think it's Ivan Drogo, or Drago. That's the Rocky IV villain, the Russian. Lime and soda for 2. Like mixers. Possible, but not looking good. Iffy. It's looking iffy. It's a good walk spoiled, per Mark Twain. Goop. I only know about this because of memes, but it's a good walk spoiled. Golf, probably? That's really fucking funny. I know plenty of people absolutely love golf. I think it's such a waste of nature space that could be used for different sorts of better developments. George Carlin has a really great bit about building homes for homeless people on golf courses. I always thought was really, really poignant and funny. But I say that, I absolutely love disc golf, so... But much lower barrier to entry, and usually it's in like parks and nature that's open to the public, so I don't feel as bad about supporting disc golf, but regular golf is just kind of meh. Does as instructed. Not sure about that one. Egg donors donations, ova. Not sure if that's the singular or plural. I think ovum might be the singular. Self-evident, informally. Carelessly quick. Hurry. Try that out. Charged particles be like ions, maybe? Yeah, I don't think hurry is correct based on what we're seeing. Part of a plane or a theater? Like decks? Wings? Wings of a theater? But it is a singular part. Gosh, I really do think this is going to be ions. Frilly and delicate? Lacy? Pray for gray wolves. Elk. Doe. Something like deer. Knick-knack. Something. Well, yeah, no, it could be knick-knack. So yeah, this is probably elk. Which means this is probably aisle. There's an aisle in a theater that you walk down. There's an aisle, or multiple aisles, on a plane as well. All politics is... Polynesian drink with psychoactive effects. Never heard of this. Igor? Igor? I know it's a joke in Young Frankenstein. Calls himself Igor. I think this is how you spell it, though. Eagerly excited. Thinking like giddy. Soto. Not sure if that's Italian. Synagogue chess. Arcs. Maybe. Eagerly excited. Kind of. I think it might be kind of. Check with 25. Natal or noir? Neo. Neonatal, neo-noir. If you've never seen it, Chinatown with Jack Nicholson. Really, really good neo-noir film from the early 70s. I think it's directed by Roman Polanski. A cube has 12. 6 sides would mean 12 corners, right? No, I guess it would only have... Would it only have 8 corners? A cube has 12. Come back to that. Month with 2 federal holidays. I think there's only one month that starts with N, so we'll go with November. Drool or essentially saliva. Kerfluffle over beach footwear. Sure. Wiccan or druid? Pagan? So this is gonna be like flip-flop something. Flip-flop. And then probably another word for a fight. Can't think of it though. Short-lived relationship, a fling. Glowed with happiness. I want to say livid, but generally I only hear that in context of being like super angry. Scram. Get. Lit up. Middle schoolers and me. Uranus. I don't know if you're supposed to say, like, is the official pronunciation of this Uranus? Because that's fucking hilarious. I feel like I've heard people pronounce it differently in recent years, I guess to avoid the childish reaction. Alright, lime and soda, are they alkalis? Hasty. All politics is local. Scat. Scram. Guess usually I hear about it in terms of like musical scats or another word for like animal poop droppings. Continue to work on. Only landlocked country in Southeast Asia. Only landlocked. Oh no, that's a tough one. I'll have to come back to that. Proactive target, acne. Desperate request, a plea. Could be a couple different things. ACL, MCL, PCL. All pretty important. Beef cut from the short loin. Seems like maybe T-bone. Bad things to have under one's eyes. Bags. Having a late night. I definitely had one. Had one last night. On the ocean, a sea. So Laos. It's like, I think it's kind of near like Thailand, Vietnam. Didn't realize it was fully landlocked, but I'm thinking this must be like a shorthand. But like each letter represents a word. Feeling of guilt after cheating at table tennis. Ping pong pang. Caviar, e.g. roe, meaning roe is a type of fish egg. Caviar is a type of fish egg as well. Provide. Support. Type of kitchen in a small apartment. I was gonna say like kitchenette, but galley? Galley style? It's like a style of kitchen that you find on a boat, but sometimes I guess you see it in apartments when they're trying to save space. Citrus drinks. AIDS. Limeade, lemonade. Could be wrong there, but makes sense to me logically. Kill to a comic. Slay? Vote competitor. Penne alla vodka? It's like with or cooked with. We'll come back to that one after. A little dabble, do ya? Cried sheepishly, like bad. Engage in a dispute. Argue. Lara Croft. One of the first 3D games I ever played on. Was it? I guess it was Sega Saturn. Growing up, my family. I mean, definitely, parents provided what they could for us, but did not have the nicest video games situation or stations. I think at that point, Super Nintendo was really popular when I was pretty young, and we had a Sega Genesis and a Sega Saturn. First console that we had also that used a disc, I believe. Bit of pond scum. Algae? Algae? Alga? I don't know if that's the plural or singular. Alphabetically first rainbow color. It's gotta be blue. Roy G. Biv. Samoyed. Super hairy, massive dogs. Dilly Dally. Dilly Dally Dolly. Kiki type, nerd. Usually precedes delivery labor. Like a baby birth. Toys with messes. Site of a historic civil rights march. Selma, Alabama, I believe. Number on a business card. Extension. EXT. Pharmacy product that's commonly chocolate flavored. X-Lax? That's a laxative. Writing devices for tablets. So instead of stylus, it's going to be like styla. It has a meter and a motor. Taxi. So it's styli. Taxi has a meter. It's how they track how much you owe them for the time, and then a motor obviously in the vehicle itself. Amal Clooney is George Clooney's wife. So this is definitely going to be knock. Knick, knack, knock. Eagerly excited. Keep at. Edges, okay. 12 edges, does that make sense? 4 edges on the top, 4 edges on the bottom, 4 edges connecting the corners of each. So yeah, 12 edges. Agog. I want to say like an N? This will probably be a word where I'm plugging in at the end, but get there when we get there. Provide supply. Whatsoever. Whatsoever. Worketh land till. Till the land. Vogue, like Elle magazine, I believe, is fairly popular. At all. Okay, so wasn't one word, 2 words instead. Obvi. So it's not each letter representing a word, but just shortening, obviously. Obeys. Lean and mean. Feel good about that. Just go through the letters. Kava. I have heard of Kava before. Psychedelic, though. I'd never heard of that. Or psychoactive, not psychedelic. Nice. 22 minutes, though. Pretty solid. Tuesdays is relatively easy. Monday and Tuesdays both. But yeah, right around 20 minutes is pretty dang solid for us. So, all right. Probably going to sign off for a quick bit, eat some lunch, and I will come back with Slay the Spire as always. So I appreciate anyone who came to check out the stream. And yeah, we'll be back at it here shortly. So thanks again, and see you guys in a bit.